What do you personally feel is the single greatest advantage of being beautiful?
Get anything you want. In ridiculous, people can't resist. People lose all sight of what's right or wrong, or what's the rules of society or money. Everything they let go because beauty's compelling. And yeah, especially girls.
I get to do whatever the fuck I want.
I'm more likely to get my way.
Manipulation.
People are more willing to do things for you, and it maybe even gives you more of a confidence to do things that you might not feel that you could do otherwise.
I would say social skills. I'm not a very confident person in reality. I'm quite shy, especially when I'm meeting new people. It's easier if I'm in a group that I'm comfortable with and then meeting one person who's not, whereas if I'm the single person meeting a large amount of people, then it's difficult for me to feel comfortable. So when you feel that you look good, you feel a lot better about yourself and more comfortable in any situation. So I guess seeing as I've moved here and have had to adjust to it and meet a lot of new people and make new friends over the past few months, I feel that looking the way I do has helped me somewhat. And it sounds so arrogant to say it, but I feel that if I didn't feel good about myself, then I would have been a lot less social and I wouldn't have made as easier transition as I did. Like, I would have had a lot more of an uncomfortable time at school.
Yeah, I think that it's a benefit, that people give you. I think people give you a lot of slack when you're beautiful, and I think also people tend to think that you are happier when they run into you. I think that people respond to you in a way that it sort of gives you the benefit of the doubt of not being as much of an angry person.
I'm a nanny, and there's already so many things attached to being a nanny but I don't think I would have gotten hired right off the bat if I don't know, I feel like it was easier for me to get the job, which is kind of coming back to me because I don't know how shady this family is.
Sometimes people just treat you better just because. As shallow as that sounds, sometimes, you really get your pick of the litter sometimes, and people just find you more interesting or talented or whatever it is just because of what they see, and they don't really go into depth with your personality. It's just what they see is usually the first thing a person takes in about you, I would say. So I don't know. I guess I get my way a lot.
Again, since I don't think in those terms, I try not to utilize those advantages, I guess, that I have at my ready. I do think that overall, in terms of society, we have the predisposition to favor people who are better looking than other people, so I'm pretty sure that there have been times that I have won out in work or what have you because the person that was vying for the same thing wasn't as attractive. So I do think that it has its advantages, I suppose, but it's not something that I feel comfortable using if I can help it, because it feels pretty evil.
And even if you don't think that you are beautiful and people treat you like you're beautiful, it makes you feel better.
Maybe sometimes when someone's really good looking, people believe them more when they say something, or it's almost like they have more validity. Couldn't say that word in what they're saying, or maybe in whatever they're trying to achieve. People are gonna value maybe their opinion a little bit more, or go with what they're saying, or support what they think.
You can get a lot of things done. I'm sure. You know, it definitely works to your advantage, especially being a girl.
It's definitely given me the edge up in certain instances. Well, in the past, like, I always waited tables and I bartended, and I knew that in a lot of those, I really didn't have experience, but I knew that when I walked in to bartend, they never checked to see if I had bartended before. So it didn't matter that, you know, the first 4 months I worked there, I mixed every drink wrong. I got hired because, you know, the owner thought I was attractive. So I guess I was able to use that to my advantage.
Makes it fun to get dressed up. I don't know, stupid answer, but that's probably the truth.
The advantage would be I have beautiful children one day with my beautiful girlfriend.
Everyone wants to be around you, and it is a natural, it's a biological imperative that the most attractive, tall, physically fit people have precedence over the otherwise.
Well, I feel like you kind of get your foot in the door a little easier, like with anything. I mean, a job or, you know, favors, anything. If you, you know, like my roommate, for instance, she, you know, she's cute, so she goes to bars and gets free drinks. I mean, she can use that to her advantage.
And I think there's something about when you're tall or when you're very good looking that you are always treated a little better in life. So it kind of helps to build your self-esteem, and then make people are more likely to want to do business with you, or to, I don't know, as a girl, I feel like, you know, people treat you a little nicer. A cop pulls you over and you can kind of flirt with him and not have to pay for a ticket, or, you know, I think guys just always treat you a little bit better. Random people on the street, so I think that's nice.
Well, I think it will make everything easier. Well, there are cases where people can get jobs easier if you're beautiful. They can easily find their partners, like boyfriends or girlfriends. Yeah, I could think of those things.
Being able to get through life knowing exactly what it is that you have and being able to play people accordingly. It can also be a downfall, but that's one of the advantages that you see a lot of people use for them.
As horrific as it is, I think in the workplace, advancement. I think just in life, with finances, with getting to where you want to be in life, personal goals, I think that is definitely something that will have an impact, especially if you're going to top it off with actual intelligence.
One of my girlfriends works at a company that actually had a temp come out who was an administrative assistant, and she was not cute, and she actually got let go that same day. So yeah, I think professionally, being cute helps. Well, in my profession, I think, like, first of all, I'm an accountant, and the second thing is I don't always look like this. I actually put makeup on when I go to work, and I do my hair, and I wear cute clothes. So I would say, like, the biggest advantage, I think I'm a cute girl. I definitely am a cute accountant. And I think it works to my advantage in my career. You know, I think people are more willing to talk to me. People are more willing to deal with me. There's a lot of men in accounting. I definitely use it to my advantage. I'm an auditor, and I go out to public companies, and oh God, I hope none of my clients see this, but but anyways, I'm an auditor, and I go out to public companies, and I've always used it to my advantage. Can I talk to you real quick? Because people don't like auditors, like especially people in accounting, because we bug them. And I I definitely, I don't know, I guess it's just an advantage of people want to deal with you more. People are more forgiving, or I don't know, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it works. I use my cuteness in my career, I guess you could say.
Especially in certain, it depends on the community that you're dealing with too, I think. I'm imagining like being on a road trip in rural Illinois and stopping at a road stop and meeting directions, and some kind of, local guy just working behind the counter of the gas station is going to give you really good directions and be really nice and hold your hand through the whole thing, maybe draw you a little map, make sure that you really know where you're going. And that's kind of nice.
Sometimes if you try and get free stuff or interacting with people, I guess.
What was the best thing that you've ever gotten for free?
I haven't tried it that much. It's kind of something that I'd like to start doing, just to see if it works. But I got some free chips. It was funny.
I mean, I think that requires a kind of common idea of what beautiful is. I mean, so the adage is beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but according to social beauty, I would imagine it opens more doors for you, allows you to experience a kind of easier life, I would imagine. I mean, that's what we all aspire to be, so we hold it up, and when we see our version of it, I think we allow it to have free reign, maybe.
People being interested in you. And I think that people want you to be as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside, and so they're more willing to see the bright side of what you're doing, to give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't know if you ever noticed, but, well, maybe you haven't noticed, because maybe it's something only I do to people, but I noticed that if someone I find attractive says something that I might consider stupid, or says something that I don't agree with, I'm much more likely to give them the benefit of the doubt of, oh, they just think differently than me, or something like that. Like, I want them to be as beautiful on the inside as they are on the outside. And so I think people are more willing to give you the benefit of the doubt when they're attracted to you, or when they think that you're beautiful on the outside, at least.
Necessarily free, but it's, like, I guess another answer to that would be the converse of my other thing. Just like you would find people that would use you, is that you could also find someone that would open up to you more, because they would find you attractive. I don't know.
If you use that attention towards better good, that there's celebrities who are beautiful, who are in charge of many great causes and giving money and stuff. Like, I know people who are models who use that money towards causes and things that, that can be an advantage of being beautiful, is using that beauty towards better good.
Well, I guess there could be many things. I mean, as far as, girls, example, like beautiful girls getting a lot more attention, having things like taken care of for you, if it's, going into a restaurant and not paying for drinks, and it's not like you're asking for these things, but they're just kind of happening,
Whether most people like to admit it or not, people that are more attractive tend to be listened to more often. That's why they're always on TV. Yeah, I feel like attractive people tend to be somehow more respected, which is rather unfortunate if you're not.
I think that the advantage to being beautiful doesn't quite cut it. I think it's the advantage of feeling beautiful. I think that that's the difference. I have known plenty of beautiful people who don't necessarily feel beautiful, and I don't see any advantage in that. And there are days that I do and days that I don't feel beautiful. And I find that when I'm feeling beautiful, one of the things that kind of plays on loop in my head is William Blake's quote, exuberance is beauty. And I'll find myself walking down the street and I'll feel that spring in my step and I'll remember that quote, and to me that can change your day.